I'm also a participant of MMM. I joined Triple M. I didn't sit down like this. I was in a restaurant, you understand? Someone was explaining to me one-on-one, and then this person said, okay, there's 2 programs, powerful programs. If you do this, your life will change. I said, okay, tell me. And she didn't have like in-depth knowledge about Triple M or even the other program where Kulmangal. But when she explained, she said you put your money, then after 14 days, your money is going to be okay, then you can also get money out of the system. That's all I heard from her. Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, that's what made me join. 14 days. So for those who are new or for those who don't understand the 14-day thing, I'm going to explain it today in this presentation. You understand? Okay. All right. We're going to start. We're talking about MMM. This is a club, right? MMM is not a business. Remember that. MMM is just an organization of people helping each other. We're going to cover that during the presentation. It's not an investment. We must know that up front. Even if you're telling someone, they say, I want to invest, tell them you are in a wrong place. Now, MMM, as I've said, is a global community. And then it started in 2011. What the M's are standing for, the first M is Markade, the second one is Mondial, the third one is Movement. So Markade is the founder, is the person who started with this idea of changing people's lives called MMM. So the first M is standing for Mr. C.J. Markade. That's his surname. You understand? Okay, the second M stands for Mondial. Mondial is a French term which means global or worldwide. What that means is we're doing this whole thing in the entire planet. We're doing it in Asia, in Africa, in America, in the UK, so the entire planet. Okay, and then movement. Movement, it means we're revolutionaries. So understand the revolution? Yes. We're in a war, but this war is an invisible war. You don't see it. MMM is a global community of people who are donating money to each other, helping each other. If you want money, the only way you can get money where there are people. There's no way you can get money. If you want to try, just go to a desert and be alone with whatever sand or mountains, whatever the case is, and see if you can get money. But if you're in a place like Johannesburg right now, where there is people, then you can actually get money. Do you understand? Even the government buy free money, you know where they get it from? From people. How do they get it? They up taxes. Tax for fuel, tax for bread, tax for this, tax for that. So you pay all those taxes so that the government can get some money to do other things. Maybe buy some jets or something like that, or fly looking for investors, okay? All right, so now what is MMM? MMM is a social network. So we are socializing in this club. We expect you to come not only today, but in other places. We expect you to go out and socialize with others, but only talking solutions, only talking money, you understand? So we're a social network of people who are helping each other, and then we're helping each other by actually transferring money to each other. You can see this diagram here. Can you see it on our wall? There's this person here with whatever bank, this one is a credit card, this is a MasterCard, this one is a Visa card. They're actually transferring money to each other globally, see understand? Helping each other. Okay, when we proceed, we do not have a central bank account. This is very, very important. Why don't we have a central bank account? We actually don't need a central bank account. Because we are donating from person to person, why should we have money in one place? If we put money in one place, what normally happens is we're going to select one, 2, 3, 4, a signature is right. Then what happens, they can, yes, they can come together and say, let's take this money and go to Mauritius. And then when they come back, all the money is gone. But if we are donating money directly to you, it comes to you, it's entirely up to you what you're going to do with that money. All right, the other reason why we do not have a central bank account is there are people in this planet who are devilish, or they are children of the devil, I don't know, or it's the devil himself, who are actually controlling this world, you understand?
Yes.
Then in order for them to control, they need a tool to control. Years back there was something called slavery. I don't know if you know about slavery.
Yes.
Then they stopped this slavery system. They say it is not right. It's not okay to be beating people around. You take them, they go and work, and then as cows, you understand?
Yes.
So they said we are going to introduce a new form of slavery which is invisible. So this new form of slavery, what happens is you go to school to be trained as a slave. You can go to university or to college. Then when you are like 25 years or 20 years old, you start volunteering in this slavery system, right?
Yes.
Then you work. Okay, so this is the slavery system. Now you're going to work, earning money which is not enough, and then you retire. All right, so by joining Triple M, benefiting equally, you're actually coming out of slavery. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme or about riches, but it's about people living a comfortable life which they deserve.
Yes.
You deserve a better life. You deserve, say, to take your wife every day out if she wants to. You must buy her shoes when she wants them. Not to say, no, we'll see month end. Men are good with that. We'll see month end. No, we'll see next month. Or we'll see at the end of the year. Then come the end of the year, well, you go and buy, but it's not exactly what she wants. You understand? Okay, so this is what you are coming out of, which is financial slavery. This is what we're saying you must actually see, because we get into this slavery, all of us, they say you must be educated. The problem in South Africa, people are not educated. Maybe you're going to live better. But how about other countries where there's high literacy levels? Are they living better? No. They're living exactly the same way. In other countries like about UK, handouts. But because they take money from us here, put it in their countries, they can actually afford to pay a room for you, buy food for you, maybe buy a car, I don't know, but to actually make you feel a little bit better. Say what? So this is what you must come out of. Right, this is Sergei Mabroti pointing there, he's pointing over there. We said Wazalwa Naye, he was born in 1955. We're actually celebrating his birthday. You can see the photo there. On that side. Mabroti, he also worked as a computer programmer. When the first operating systems were there, he was actually programming those systems, right? And then he realized that working is not too good, right? As we all agree. Because the money that you get is not enough for the whole month, it's not enough for 15 days, it's not enough for a day, right? So what he did, he started his own company, a computer company in Russia. It was actually one of the biggest computer companies in Russia, probably in the world. But it was very big. So he made a lot of money, he became a millionaire and stuff like that. So by saying all this, he didn't maybe start Triple M because he wanted money or he didn't know what to do, you understand? Yes. He's already a businessman. He also worked in the Russian parliament and he's an author. He has written a lot of books. You will see his movies, those who go into management course. He's written books and he's also written some poems. The poems, they are making them into songs. Okay, now, if people are 2011 in Russia, and then what happened? We have the same problems in Russia, in South Africa, in Brazil, in China, in India. So, Triple M is going from country to country, solving all these problems that we have, right? Solving all these slavery problems that were created by those who are ruling the world. Okay. So it grew from country to country, it went to Philippines, and then from Philippines, there's a beautiful lady, Abatu Leonesa. Leonesa actually communicated with a very handsome gentleman, Abambiza Uvusim Lambo in Devon. And then Uvusim Lambo realized, no, this is actually a nice opportunities, understand? Which can change people's lives. After he took it, you must see his story on YouTube. When it's doing presentations, he actually says this. We can actually move this thing in the entire country, right? But now it hasn't only moved within South Africa, it has moved to Lesotho, Zimbabwe, Namibia, Swaziland, Uganda, Kenya, you name it, many countries. But the whole idea is to free people umhlaba wonke. So now we're actually in more than 108 countries worldwide. And then we are the fastest growing community in the world. Akhona ama communities acishe afane no Triple M, which are similar to Triple M, right? They're not the same, but they're similar. But we are rated the #1 donation exchange program. The Triple M on its own gives us a basic program, a technical program, which enables participants to help each other. You understand? That's all about Triple M. It gives us a program which helps us to help each other. So this program enables us to see who is in need. And then when the program says so-and-so on 8th floor is in need of money, and then somebody's got money, which is spare money, you take that spare money and you go and deposit it to that person who is in need. Okay, so we help each other. This help, we say provide help, you can see it in your own personal office. So guys, you're going to get your office. It doesn't have physical buildings at all. I'll talk about your office, you're going to see your office. Imalia to get our money or our currency is called Mavros. Money, you can name it anything, you name it dollar, you name it rand, you name it pula, you name it whatever. So our money, we name it Mavros, okay? Now when you put your money, it's going to grow by 30%. 1% every day, right? So it will be 30%, and then you said 1% on a daily basis. To see how much your money has grown, you actually log in into the system. Our system does not send SMSs or emails to say your money is now so much, your money is now so much. You need to actually log in, go into the system, you check on Tuesday and every Thursday. It's growing daily, but you see the growth on Tuesday and Thursday. Okay, are we together, ma'am? Okay, all right, this is an example. The small amount you can put is 100 rand. Because we could have put more money, but we start with only 100 rand. The biggest amount that you can put is 100,000. So you can put 100 rand, 200 rand, 500 rand, 700, 10,000, 1,000. Okay. If you put 1,000 rand, in 30 days, it's going to grow by 300 rand, which is 30%, right? If you decide you do not want help at the moment, you leave it for another month, it's going to go to 1,690. If you leave it like for 3 months, then it's going to be 2,200, right? If you decide for whatever reason to leave it for 12 months, wow, you are having 23,300. With 1,000 rand a year. This is amazing. So we said to a mutual aid program, your money is growing by 30%. So if you leave it for 30 days, it's 30%, but you don't have to wait for 30 days. You only wait for 14 days, you understand? And this is the reason why I joined. When they say 14 days, that's the only thing which I had on that presentation in McDonald, right? So now after 14 days, as long as you've donated the money to somebody else, you can also ask for donations when the 14-day period is finished. You can ask for all the money that is there, or you ask for part of it, or you leave all the money to continue growing. You understand? It's entirely up to you. When you register, you put $50 to about $4.99. This is almost like 700 rand up to, let's say, 7,000 rand, okay? If you put that type of money, you are getting about 230 to 250 rand as a thank you. We say thank you for joining our programs. It's okay, you don't have to use 700 rand. You can put your 100 rand, but you are not going to get this bonus. And then this bonus, you get it only on your first donation. Let's say you hear about Triple M today, and then you decide to say, okay, I'm joining, but I only have 100 rand, it's fine. And then after 2 weeks, you have 10,000 rand or something. You come with your 10,000 rand, you put your 10,000 rand, you're no longer going to get this bonus, you understand? It's a once-off bonus on registration. Okay, if you put more like 7,000, up to 20-something, up to 30-something thousand, we're giving you about 700 rand or 600 rand as a thank you, the registration bonus. And then if you put more than 30-something thousand, you're getting like more than 1,300 rand. It's your money, guys. Now the good thing about this money, if you leave it, if you don't withdraw it, it's also going to grow by 1% every day or 30% every month. There are those who are good at talking, right? You tell them, don't tell anyone. Then they come, I've got 50 people who want to know about Triple M. But we said, no, don't tell anyone, right? So if you are that type of person, it's okay. You're going to benefit out of that. All right, with Triple M, if you tell someone, and then they put their donation, which is going to give them 30%, you understand? You are going to get what we call a referral bonus. If you tell others you're going to benefit 10%, we call that a referral bonus. So the 10%, you get it all the time when this person is making a donation, you understand? So when I told you decide to go for 5,000 rand every month, you are getting 500 rand every month from the donations of that person. It's not coming from that person, it's coming from the community, you understand? No, it's not like that. Okay, and then you are getting this only from the people that you've referred yourself. Do you get that? The people that you've referred yourself. So if they refer other people to Triple M, you are not getting anything, but they are getting 10%. Do you get that? Is it fair? It's fair, right? Okay, thank you very much. Okay, Bunabanye about no is unfair. Nize Nescoco. This coco says about 10,000 and I'm getting nothing out of it. Right? Imagine the first person that joined Triple M in South Africa, if you only got imali ngabanta bafake direct, laba abanye abangenayo engasatholi lutho is not going to be the voting number that we have. That guy is very happy, he's smiling all the time, even my presenter. You must see his first videos, nama videos are a month, you know? Why is he smiling? It's because he's getting money for more levels. He did the training and then he became a manager. So now he's earning what you call manager's bonus. Manager's bonus we can see from here. You see this picture here? Okay. You have your direct here, you're getting 10%. They put someone else, you get 5%. They put someone else, you get 3%. And then it goes down, you get 1%, 0.5, up to 0.01. So you're actually earning 10 levels. Only if you are a manager. So why do they want you to be a manager? We said we're a community of people helping each other, right? Some people don't know what they're doing. Some don't even know what they're talking about, right? Like I said in the beginning, we're not a company, we're not an investment, we're not a bank, we're not anything like that. So you need to know all that. So you must go on an online training, which is 10 days. And lucky enough, Triple M has also introduced an offline training. You can train at your own pace if you like to, if you want. You understand? Between 7 and 8 to attend those meetings, it's fine. You can just go on the internet. You learn for completely free mahala. All you need is internet connectivity a laptop or tablet, and then you do all those tasks. Like I said, there's movies, there's tasks, you read everything, and then you answer the question, you do the ideology, and you are done. You can become what they now call a guide, guiding others out of poverty. How nice is that? Okay, so we understand. Now all this money, the 10%, this one is also growing by 30% every month. Seven. It's not your money. It's no longer your effort from 5% maybe. Maybe here it could be a bit of my effort. Over today I'm presenting. You change people's lives. You become a manager. You start earning more and more money. Okay. We've got new money. We say new because it's new to you. It's not new to me. I had it March this year. This money is called Bitcoins. Bitcoin is electronic money. It's money that is working on the internet, right? With Bitcoins, no one is controlling Bitcoins. You can actually send Bitcoins from person to person without these guys telling you what to do with your own money. You understand? This Bitcoin started in 2009. You can actually travel with your Bitcoins online. You are in another country, then you sell your Bitcoins there. You have that currency, and then you start using your Bitcoins without anyone telling you stories. You can send money to different kind of people in different countries any time of the day, whether it's at night, it's during the day, it's raining, it's cold. All you need is a smartphone, tablet, computer, or any device. These days I see there are TVs which go on the internet. So you can actually send money, Bitcoins, using your television while you're sitting down. You remember, oh, I'm watching Mumbago. Let me stop Mumbago a bit and send somebody in Australia some money. We understand? Okay, right. When we proceed, Bitcoins are very, very secure. You secure them with your own password. You can put what they call a two-factor authentication. Your password is your key to your Bitcoins. It's not easy for someone to hack into your Bitcoins. But we normally suggest not to keep your Bitcoins in traders. You put them in some wallets, but you learn about wallets when you're doing trading, okay? All right, now when we proceed, this is your office. We said you're going to have an office. An office is not a physical building. You do not actually need a physical building. What happens with physical buildings, there's a lot of money which goes in there. You understand? Right, when we proceed, your office says provide help and get help. When you are providing help, you're actually donating money to somebody else. But when you say provide help, you wait for the system to tell you to send money to that person. And then after 14 days, you send money, you can actually click on this button and say, get help. All right, this is my page. It's actually showing the buttons there. There's participants, my page, Mavro, Lotto, accounts, and stuff like that. On my page, we need your own personal details. Your correct cell phone number. Your correct email. Okay? And then when we proceed, we've got a tab here which says Mavro. You can see that. This person put in some money and referred two people. Can you see that? Referral bonus, referral bonus. That's the 10% which we're talking about. So your money will start from red, goes to blue, then goes to green. What does that mean? It means when it's red, you've said you want to donate, right? I want to donate. Like this person said 6,000 rand. I want to donate 6,000 rand. But the system hasn't told you who you can send that money to. Okay. The good thing is the money is growing in your pocket. When it changes to blue, what that means is you've donated the money, but it's still within the 14-day period, which is called the frozen period. Then the days will be counting down. We can see days here, like 13 days, 14 days, 5 days, 3, 2, 1, and then it doesn't go to 0. The money is going to turn to green. It means the 14-day period is ended. You've donated the money, so you can actually get help. And then we need you to put at least one bank account. It doesn't have to have money, but it must be an active bank account. You understand the active bank account? Yes. i-bank account esingakwazi ukuthi-deposit imali kuyo. You understand? So you can add as many bank accounts as you can, and you can also add a Bitcoin address where you can withdraw your money to. And then we've got a support button. With support, it's where you can actually write things which we cannot solve in this club. But other problems, just bring them here. Problems are changing your cell phone number, changing your, what you call it, email address. Maybe you deposited money and the person is not confirming. First of all, you try to call that person. You call their manager. If their manager is not helping you, you talk to your manager, not me. All right, now when we proceed, this is the official website. South African website is www.rsa-mmm.net. This is Sergey Mabroti a few years ago. Remember, we spoke about him. And then we have a registration button. When we register here, we use a referral link, which you are going to learn, which you're going to be taught by the person who invited you, or you're going to learn from here, right? So we use a referral link. Okay, and then we need your name, your email, and your cell phone number. Remember, your cell phone number, you must start with +27. And then you throw away the 0 and write the number. Why are we doing this? It's because we are doing M worldwide, okay? All right, and then you click on register in the MMM. Guys, remember to read the warning. Each and every person that you sign up, you must help them read the warning. Remember, we're participating with spare money. We're not a bank, we're not an investment. We're not guaranteeing anything at all, right? If your money is fine. After all, you are donating. Okay.
Good day, how are you good people?
Good evening.
My name is Anna Mufukeng, I'm staying in Greenfield. So the day I met Mr. Kumalo, I don't regret that day till today. And I won't regret. I was staying in a small house called in RDP. And that lady, they went to my house. But if you can come to my house now, my house is very nice, as I can say. Mr. Kumalo introduced me to M. First, I didn't hear. It was about April. I said, no, Mr. Kumalo, now people are going to get confused about this thing. He said, no, this one is okay. Call some people. I don't want to lie. I did call people, but only 3 people. She went and go. Afterwards, I called him. I said, Mr. Kumalo, can you come? He said, yes, I will come on Sunday. He was so surprised when he came. The house was full. It was around 29 August this year. After that, I didn't have money to join. By that time, Mr. Kumalo said, no, man, let's register you and these people come under you. Yo, it was surprising. I didn't have, that day I didn't have people who joined under 10,000. All people were there, they were joining in 10,000. That 10,000 give me around 11,000 bonus.
Ooh, wow.
Same day.
Wow.
So today my house is even more better than before. It's all I can say. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Kumalo.
Thank you.
I went on conference in Tanzania with one of my friends, which had a friend who joined M. I didn't even know, like, she didn't even tell us that she was in M. Every time, like, when we were asking what's happening, she will tell us about the trading of Bitcoin. That's what she will tell. Unless she said so herself that unless you come to the presentation, that's when you know exactly how this thing works. So I was desperate, guys. I didn't have a job and I was coming from the call center background. So when I got here, I actually took a job when I came here. My first time to this office, I came here for work. For some, that's the woman or girl I'm talking about. And Mr. Kumar. Yes, her name is Markade. Let's just clap. I mean, she has changed my life. She doesn't know it yet, but she really has big time. I really appreciate it. Okay, what happens is I came here to work and I started working, and then people were joining. She said to me, you need to join as well. I didn't have money. I didn't even know where to start. But I had this thing like I wanted to go back to school and do marketing. I mean, I'm a very good at marketing. I have someone who can just vouch that on my behalf. Because I know I talk a lot, but it makes sense when I talk. Yeah, it makes sense. So what I did is while I was working here, and then I joined under Samu, and you know, I went home, I couldn't stop. I didn't even have money yet. I joined with 1,000 rand in rent with this Bitcoin thing. And I actually had about 30 to 45 days before they could ask my money. So I took an advantage. Okay, I asked, so since I've joined and I'm still waiting for the whoever guy is going to take my money, can I start recruiting? They said yes. And then I went back home. I started telling my friends, my cousins, everyone, my family, because I believed in something. I said, okay, this is a girl from church. She's never gonna mislead me in anyhow. Otherwise, I'm gonna go back to church and tell Mfundis to Yes, I got so much confidence in this, because seriously, I got so much confidence in this because I had it from the girl from church. You know, I knew she was never going to rob me in any way. So I took that advantage. I started recruiting people and telling them about Bitcoins. I didn't even know what's the Bitcoin at the time, but I told them, you know what, Bitcoins are faster, so if you're joining everything, yes. You know what happened with my story, you guys? You don't know, Mr. Kuman. You know what happened with my story? Before I could even pay the registration money that I said I wanted to, I joined with the 1,000 rand. I withdrew because I had about five or six people who joined with Bitcoin. So my money went straight away, my referral bonus, before they could actually ask the one I had. So I withdrew about 4,000 rand. Yes. Yeah, my first withdrawal was 4,000 rand. And that was even before I paid that 1,000 rand. So the 1,000 rand I paid out for Triple M, the one that I joined with, it was actually from the referral. It was not from me anymore. Because I started talking and talking and talking. So this thing is very beneficial, guys. If we could only take it seriously, we're going far. I know we are going far.
Good afternoon. My name is Handra Nure. I'm not good in talking. I don't like talking, but I like money. First of all, this man, Mr. Kumar, is my old friend. A very old friend that we met, if I'm not mistaken, 2 years back in some other businesses. I'm a business person. I've got my own company that I'm running, which even though it's not doing well, but by the time I met Mr. Kumalo telling me about Triple M, as to myself, I told myself that Mr. Kumalo, let's do that. But he was keep on insisting, please, Mr. Nube, I know you, please come and do it. We went to McDonald's, Don Pantel. We sat there for like close to 4 hours. It's a true story. 4 hours, he was trying to teach me, trying to convince me, trying to lighten up things to me. That here there is life, here there is future, here you can even maybe have more money than this one you think that you are making in your own company. And it just came here to go that side. Finally, just to cut the story short, finally, when I was sitting at home, I thought maybe Mr. Khumalo, he's like Moses to me, sent by God, trying to come and take me out of Egypt. That thing came to me. I said, he is my Moses. Why can't I follow him and see how far will he lead me? Is he going to leave me right in the middle of the sea, stuck there? Because I followed him. Guys, this thing is working. This thing is functioning. This thing can change your life. I joined with 20,000 rand. Firstly, I created a dream for 10,000 rand without having that enough knowledge that you don't create two dreams at the same time. But that wasn't a problem at all. I came to Mr. Khumalo because I created a dream and thinking that by the end of the month I'll get my 30% of those days. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. I came back to Mr. Khumalo. Mr. Khumalo, what's happening here? And then he said, no, because you created two dreams. But nevertheless, don't worry. Your money is still growing. And I believed in him. I believe, and I saw it happening to some other people. Now, I've got two dreams of 10 tens. What I can tell you now, maybe by the end of, maybe around 19, I'll be scoring around 40,000 to 50,000. And when I started here, I said I'm not a good talker. Mr. Kumar said, those who are not good talkers, they are very good talkers in useless things. In useless things. Just mark that word. I'm not the good talker, but I am the good talker in useless things. I started talking. Now I'm sitting at 10 people registered under me. So at the same time, having those 10 people, I'm now every day bothering Samu because I know this man is a very busy person. So now I'm just bothering Samu for the management course. I'm busy doing the management course. I know that, guys, what I can say to you, all of you, the biggest mistake that you can do is to leave AAA. It's all up to you. Choice is yours. God is the Lord. Thank you.
I joined M end of July this year. And how did that come about? I've got a friend of mine, she's not here, she's a manager also at M. She went for a presentation at Global.World. And then she called me after the presentation. She's like, show me, there's something that's moving. And I know you don't believe in these network things, but just come and hear this one out. It's going to change your life. I was like, hey, I'm not a networking person. I've got a stable job. I'm working nicely, 8 to 5. I'm at home and I'm cooking for my family. So I was like, I'm fine. She's like, okay, it's okay. And then it happened that the following Monday of it, right in this room, they were holding, was it the first managers meeting?
First managers
It was the first managers training sessions, right? And then I happened to be somewhere close, and we had a lunch date afterwards. So she's like, okay, you remember the presentation that I went to on Saturday? I'm already gonna join to becoming a manager. So since I'm taking you out for lunch, come and just sit in, and once we're done, we're gonna go out. I agreed because I was off work, and I came and you know what I did? We weren't allowed to, it was somewhere there where I sat, I guess. They were presenting and doing the stuff, and the system was like, talking money is Reno Command. And then it happened, they wanted to show how people get to be registered, and they wanted a volunteer. My hand was the first one. Without attending a presentation, guys, I became a Triple M member. I started training that very day to becoming a manager. I had seen the 5% there, right behind the summer, there are those figures there. I joined and became a manager, and tell you what, guys, I put in 1,000 rand and I was like, let me just try. At times there's that thing that holds you back. But the moment I started telling people, you know, like you can't keep your mouth shut. What are you gonna keep shut after hearing this? I couldn't keep mum also. I went to my family, my friends, and they also joined. Just like Bridget. I mean, because I put in bitcoins, I want to say you green within 14 days. But before the 14 days, there are those people that I registered. And boom, the moment they paid off, they confirmed, so I had also money, you know, like, and it just encouraged me. And what happened is 2 months after that, I quit my job. Ooh. And that's why you guys see more of me here. That nice job that I think I had wasn't paying as much as what I'm getting. I've made withdrawals my bank account every day. I need to put Namalita bonuses when you're a manager. You don't know where those monies are coming from. So, and you check it balance, check it. Manje kupugile about 2,000 something, and I'm like, wow. So, yeah, in closing, I encourage you guys to really put effort in this and be open about it. Don't be shy about telling it to anybody. I mean, this one they won't join, or this one wouldn't understand, or this one has too much money. In this whole world, there's no one with too much money. Even our governors of these reserve banks that we have, they still want money. So now when to a family, go to 1 million to bank account again. Wow, you guys look up to them. They also want that money. So good luck and let's enjoy this Triple M money.
English. Before I proceed, I want to say my name is Mr. James, and since I've been attending presentation, I want to say emphatically that this is the first presentation I've enjoyed so far. Why? Is because the presentation was done in English. Even though Commando still divert a bit to go to Masulu, but still, I can say I enjoyed it. Now, my story is this. I joined Triple M in July. And when I went to the presentation, I was very happy because the whole floor was full of women that day. Only Kumalo was the only manager among them. And I started to ask.
The only man, yeah.
The only man that is a manager. I said, why must only one man be manager? All the women want to be manager. And I was also doing online training. It was then I discovered that I was the only first manager from Nigeria that is being trained. No Nigeria is on that training. And I was wondering why. And I discovered that Nigeria for you to confuse them to do this type of thing is very hard. But I thank God that God has put into my own heart to do it, because I've been joining it today. After about 2 months or thereabout, when I checked my money, after recruiting people, I've got about 45,000 there. And I was so happy. I was using one Skoro at that time. Yeah. Then I decided to change my level. Because the level, already my level has changed. So I needed to change it physically for people to see. Then I have to go to the shop and look for another nice car like that. I don't know why Kumalo has not put me here like this one. So, and I bought that car and I started to recruit. Then I make my proposal to Triple M. They didn't give me money to do a proposal. Now I go all about with my gazebo to talk to people, to evangelize about Triple M. But last week, when I look at my purse, I think I don't have much money. I went back to Triple M. There, I check again, I have about 35,000 there. people in my home, they started calling me, Daddy, I need money, this, I need money. I said, it's not a problem. Money is not a problem. Now that I'm in Chipwell, I went there again and said, I need 20,000. They paid me all the 20,000 again. This morning, before I left home, I was checking my balance there again. It was about 16,000 there again. I said, So I want to say that anybody that goes direct, it's not everybody that goes with direct to Triple M. Somebody is not going to be free from financial slavery. God will not direct him there. But if you are among those people that God directed there, you need to thank your God. Because God loves you so much. Amen. So for those people who have not joined, when we are doing testimony, it's not to confuse you, it's to encourage you.
Yes.
So I'm imploring you today that it will be better for you to move with the winner circle. We are the winner circle. Move with the winner and you become a winner. Yes. If you move with the failure, you will become a failure. Yes. But failure will not be your portion in Jesus' name. Yes. So start to move with the winner, like what my pastor normally says. If you are moving with somebody and his presence does not add value to your life, you better step back. Yes. So you better move with those people that has make it in life, especially the Triple M. And before you know it, you will rise. God will help you. God will open your spiritual eyes to see the future. Yes. Put your hands together.